Have you ever been frustrated with a big mess the Lego makes in your kid's room or in your rec room? It goes everywhere, underneath the couches, behind the desks, under your beds. You can't find it anywhere, and it goes all over the room. Today, we're going to give you a life hack on how to try to get that well under control. So come along and let me show you how we're going to do it today. So this life hack, anybody can do, even if you don't have a saw. All you need is a couple 2x4s. Buy them at Home Depot. They can cut it for you. They got the big saw there. Buy a couple of hinges and you're done. There goes my breaker. That's what happens when you're pushing things too hard. Gotta go a little slower and let the blade do the work. Actually, that wasn't my breaker, it was my power bar, but the same deal. Don't push it too hard. What we're building is basically a little mini fence that you can easily fold up, put out of the way, and when they play with the Lego, build a little fence for them to keep all the loose pieces in there. When they're done, they can easily scoop it back up, put it in the bin. But it just doesn't have to go all over the whole room, as it naturally tends to do. Alright, next we're going to cut down our pieces of wood down to size. Now if you just buy 2x4s, just get the store to cut it down, say 4 feet if you want to make a 4 feet square box. I'm going to go 5 feet because we have a lot of Lego. Here's another trick. If you stack them, you cut 2 at a time. You have to make one mark. Imagine this is the big box where the kids play Lego. There's all Lego down in the middle there. So that keeps it nice and contained. So you have 2 options right now how to continue to build it. I'm going to build it in a way that you probably won't be able to do just buying the wood from Home Depot. You'll need a saw. The other option is if you need a smaller box, so this is 5 foot by 5 foot. If you don't have tons of Lego, you have 1 or 2 kids, a 3 foot by 3 foot box will be fine. Even a 4 foot by 4 foot. Then what you would do is you would put each corner, it'd be like this. You get a little hinge, little cupboard type hinge, mount it right in the corner. Hinge there, hinge there, hinge there, and hinge there. Now, what that does is, when the kids are done playing, everything is nicely contained. It's easy to clean up, to put away in the box. Then all you gotta do is, you fold this like this, right? There's a hinge there, remember? It folds it like that. This side will fold like this. Let me just fix it. You got a hinge right here. They're tied together. 2 hinges here. They're just wide open, and another hinge at the other end. You got this long stick. Now, if yours is 3 foot, 4 foot square, the length of this 2x material will be 6 because you're doubling it, or 8 feet. What that means is you can lean it up in the corner of your house if you don't have 8 foot ceilings. This is especially nicer down in a rec room. This is 5 feet each, so I'm gonna have a 10 feet. I don't have 10 foot ceilings where their kids are playing, so we're not gonna be doing it that way. We're gonna do it a different way so that I can take all 4 pieces apart, stack them up neatly in a corner, and they'll just be 5 feet high. The first thing we want to do for this method is to set your blade at half of the height of the pieces of wood that you've cut. Mine are 2.5, so I'm going to be setting it at 1 1/4. Next, you don't want to be too close to the end because then it'll be weak, but not too far or else you make the whole box smaller. So I'm going to stay about, let's say 2 inches away from the end. But we only want to take about 1.5 inches because that's the width of the 2x4. Next, I move my fence over 1.5 inches. I'm going to go a little bit more because the tolerances don't have to be tight on this. Then, do the same thing on the other side. Now, because I already have the fence set, I'm going to cut all the boards at that mark right there, which is about 3.5 inches in. Realize that 2 pieces you got to cut from the bottom. My bottom pieces are going to be the pieces I cut. See, the top pieces of 2x4 are already naturally round. That's nicer just to handle for kids to sit on while they're playing. This is a little sharper. I'm going to sand it, but that still is nicer. So I'm going to keep the top. So 2 pieces need these cuts on the bottom. 2 need the cuts on the top. Now I've set my fence at 2 inches to get the other cut. And I'm going to do the same thing on all 4 pieces. Now that they're all cut, I can do what I did on the first one, is cut all the lines. You don't even really need a hammer. All you're doing is just snapping them. And then just chisel them out. There we go, done. So what we're doing lastly is giving these a quick sand. Okay, so here's the final product. I just put it together after sanding it. These notches, they just drop in. You have a nice little box here for kids to play in. And when you're done, because it tends to go in stages for a few weeks Lego, and then a few weeks Playmobil, and then a few weeks like dinky cars. You can just put it like this and put it away. Okay, now we're going to look at the Lego situation before the boundary box thing.
I'm not gonna make one.
So here you see, it's scattered throughout the whole room. And this actually isn't too bad. Let's see what we can do and make this a little better.
My demolition derby car.
You're making a what?
A demolition derby car.
Right, the boys have been working hard. Last board, James, to put in place.
Oh.
How's that?
Good.
Do you think you guys can keep all the Lego inside there when you play?
Yeah.